Good morning, everyone. Today is Tuesday, July 8th. Let's go ahead and get into our NASDAQ top-down analysis, starting here on the daily. So what we can take note of is we are completely inside of yesterday's range. It looks like we tested the open price though, but as of now, we are still completely inside of yesterday's range, so just be aware of that. And then dropping into the 4-hour, just to review some of the previous price action. So last week we can see we came down and filled this 4-hour imbalance here, and that ended up creating the weekly low. And then we had our move back up, creating the weekly high, and then it looks like we retraced to 50% and into this imbalance, and then it looks like we came back up and retested this weekly open. So once Sunday opened up, we could not stay above this weekly open. So 6 p.m. on Sunday, it looks like we could not stay above. It looks like we just swept these highs and then came back down to 50% and this imbalance. And then we made another move up and retested the weekly open here. So right now we are fully just consolidating. So in terms of scenarios that I'm looking for, most of you guys know that I don't execute around 50%. And that's just because it's harder for me to get a good read on the market, because it's much easier to get faked out around 50%. So in terms of scenarios that I'm looking for an entry, it would be getting back up to previous high and just waiting for a break and retest. So there's two scenarios. One scenario, and the idea scenario that I'd be looking for, since we're on this uptrend, is just a break and retest for longs. So if we come back up to previous week high and break up above, then just wait for a retest, giving us this confirmation that previous week high is holding, and then we can look for an entry for longs. So another scenario I'd be willing to take would be if we just sweep these highs, and then we can look for a break and retest for shorts. So if we come up here just to sweep these highs, then a break and retest would be if we broke back down below and then get another retest for shorts. So ideally I'd like to play the long scenario though, but since we are consolidating a lot, then I am willing to take this trade if, you know, the risk to reward lines up, but ideally I'd like to take that long scenario. So today, most likely just waiting to see if we can actually get up here. If not, then, you know, I'll just be playing the time cycle strategy on the lower time frames. But that's everything on my end today, guys. I hope you have a good one, and I will catch you tomorrow.